Hey there, everybody. It's me, Kotip. I'm back for another stream here. Div A West, Lurk Patrol versus Better Than Bots. And I'm here with Sheedge tonight. Sheedge, how you feeling?
I'm good, man. I ordered my medium fries earlier, and now I'm here, and we're gonna cast, and we're gonna have a good time. And yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. What you gonna eat with that medium fries? Or is it just medium fries?
no, just medium
That's
fries.
all you need. That's all you need to order. So we're
That's all you need
here,
to order.
Lurk Patrol and Better Than Bots tonight. Div A West. This is our first West Coast stream, so I'm kind of excited about that. Div A, let's see how these guys are doing. Okay, 6th place and 7th place in their division. Lurk Patrol in 6th, Better Than Bots in 7th. I'm not going to mention how many teams are in the division, but this is going to be a good match. It's always good to see closely ranked teams playing. 2 and 6 and 2 and 9.
Yeah, should be a pretty even match, so it should be good. Should be good, nice and close, and exciting to watch. That's what we want.
Exactly. So actually, we've got the teams up in the lobby. Let's go ahead and go through the map picks as they start into the draft now, and we'll catch them in there. So it was actually Lurk Patrol that won the coin flip and decided to take first pick, meaning Better Than Bots took map pick, banning out Garnitaire and Infernal Shrines. Lurk Patrol taking out Alterac Pass and Volskaya. And our first map here is on Battlefield of Eternity. So game is underway. Let's go ahead and head into the draft.
Yep, we'll see in a moment here what the first bands are going to be.
Yeah, I'm curious if the West Coast is going to have anything different. And that's a lot of what we've been seeing, right? A lot of Sonya bans in these first rotations. Picks and bans very high in the priority.
Yeah, everybody's hyped about the new W build.
W seems to be where it's at. And Lurk Patrol saying, we don't want it. We don't want to play against it. Get it out of here.
And a Stukov ban in response. I wonder if that's a target ban against Lurk Patrol.
Yeah, I don't see Stukov being too much of a map priority pick here. So I'm guessing it has to do with they've got some sort of key type of person on their team. Key-esque, you might say. Tychus banned out, another very meta pick, I would say, from Lurk Patrol. Taking out those priority heroes, I would say, comparatively.
Yep, Tychus can definitely pump out a lot of damage really fast.
Pretty decent immortal burn, I guess, and on top of that, so, you know.
Yeah, and I'm actually unknowledge on whether or not it works on the immortals, his trait or not.
I don't think the minigun does. Yeah,
that would be kind of crazy.
That'd be just like top tier.
And Garrosh taken out. It's just always a scary pick to go up against.
Yeah, it looks like Better Than Bots went a little more, target banning. Garrosh is good on this map, but it seems like, not a priority ban, I would say, unless there's a good player on the other team for that. Artanis picked up. This is kind of his map. This is, if you're going to pick him anywhere, this is where to do it.
Definitely for that amateur opponent. And Lucio and Cassia on the other side. Cassia's it's good burn, but I would argue there's still a lot of better burn options on the table.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably not all about the burn for this one. Some team fight potential, I guess, and some.
Yeah, she's definitely a strong team fighter in general, so it's not a bad pick by any means. But then Diablo and Li Ming on the other side. Diablo's always a terror, pun intended. And Li Ming is obviously going to get a ton of value always on this map.
Yeah, and Diablo, a lot of terrain, a lot of good wall bang potential here. Li Ming, Seeker build potentially at 7, or just the, Goomba Stomp and Domination with Calamity build. That's what it is. Either one is very, very viable here.
Definitely, definitely. And we see Uther banned out. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I feel like
At
I
this
would
point,
not be tempted to go Uther for Lurk Patrol here if it was me.
I mean, potentially like they're going for a double healer, and then they've got the Uther and another healer in the backside. Artanis is okay damage. I don't know. Uther just seems to be very high priority in these high level games. Things I can't pull off in my ARAM only meta.
Definitely struggles in ARAM, that's for sure.
Yeah. And here we go, Tassadar. Another two of your favorite mages coming out here. Li Ming and Tassadar showing some play today. And the ETC.
Yeah, again, Tassadar, not really a very meta pick here, but it looks like that tells me they're just going straight for the team fight. They don't really care about outracing the other side. They just want to kill them all.
Yeah. Ooh.
And a Deathwing. Oh my, that is a lot of front line.
It does leave them space to pick a Malthael, though. They haven't picked their solo laner, and potentially they can kind of counter the Deathwing a little bit here. But that is, you know, well, let's see how they go. Imperius does have some percent damage, but
that's another good answer. I was going to say the Malthael would have left them very squishy because they're already
fair.
Solo frontline ETC, which is pretty much the squishiest tank you could get. So
yep,
I like the Imperius instead, and I think we're going to see a lot of fireworks this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of team fight potential from both teams. The Li Ming looking for the resets, and Better Than Bots just kind of building an overall team fight oriented comp. So let's see. I'm expecting probably Lurk Patrol to kind of sit the Artanis on the burn and try and do a 4-man defense, potentially try and get a reset for Li Ming while Artanis is getting the Immortal down.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure on Ace here to like consistently pump out DPS because you can get in a situation where you're just kind of waiting for your cooldowns, and if you don't get resets or if you don't get the Triumvirate procs on at level 4, then you're just kind of waiting a long time for your orb cooldown, and your team can't really do any damage in the meantime.
For sure.
So we'll see how that works out.
So we got actually Majesty here rooting for Lurk Patrol, Jakashlu, Better Than Bots, and he's stunned by that Artanis first pick. That's a good point. Artanis first pick. It is his map, but that's a high priority to place on it. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams here. On the left-hand side, we have Lurk Patrol, Ace, Taunton on that Li Ming, Ector on the Malfurion, FPS Nate, Taunton on that Diablo, Gunny on Deathwing, and up top we've got Harnock on the Artanis, Lurk Patrol.
And on the right side in the red, we've got Better Than Bots, Crafty Trent playing Lucio, Bricky on Cassia, 5 aces on ETC, Megan 420 on Tassadar, and Empress Sena on Imperius in the top lane.
So good point. I didn't think about in the draft too. This is a 4-man Deathwing, so it's not even in the solo lane really that the Malthael would have been getting value from that point I was making earlier. So kind of the Imperius looks even a little better still.
Yeah, definitely, and we got some trading going on back and forth here.
Yeah, down bot, just a lot of, as you were saying, fireworks. Everyone's just blasting away. Let's look at some talent, see if there's anything interesting. We got the Force Armor for Li Ming.
Oh, 3-man root by the Malfurion. Tassadar in a lot of trouble. Goes down right away. Nice play there. Good teamwork.
And that's first blood there for Lurk Patrol. Got some quest action going on the side of Better Than Bots. We've got Prog Rock for ETC, Thunderstroke for Cassia, and Static Charge. So a lot of scaling damage for their damage dealers there on those two talents. And this fight is going on down here. It's going to be tough to move in with Gunny on the point. But they do enough damage to push them back, sleep following up the root. But it looks
another
like
multi-man root, but they do manage to steal away the camp.
Better than bots, moving in aggressively and stealing that away. Good play. Gunny forced to tap
good
on
play
the
for them.
Deathwing. And let's see, up top, we've got Artanis and Imperius kind of just whacking each other a little bit, clearing their minions. Nothing to report. I think the only big thing could happen is potentially Artanis hit a big swap, and, you know, I don't know. I don't think anyone would potentially die up there.
Cassia sneaking up to the top lane to start this camp. I don't know if she was seen or not. It was close.
And let's see how
Seems like
Artanis reacts. It looks like he's... Yeah.
Seems like everybody's pretty unaware.
Yeah. We've got 3 for Lurk Patrol working on their Shaman camp now. And Cassia, yeah, she's doesn't seem to be sniffed out here by the Artanis, who's just battling away with Imperius. And that Shaman, or excuse me, the Impaler camp bot actually got about half a tower, so that was pretty good value on that stolen camp. As we head into this first Immortal phase, let's see how the teams want to react here. There looks like to be a play up top, but Imperius does, oh, not quite get away.
Just barely got the wall bang onto the tower there. Nicely done.
FPS Nate getting that angle, and that's 2 kills to none so far for Lurk Patrol.
Let's see if they can turn that into halftime. So far, they are quite far ahead.
Yeah, with the Artanis amateur opponent at level 1, it's going to help them burn that quickly, especially when he's uncontested there, just attacking away. So this halftime, it looks like Artanis went up to start clearing, turned around, and now turned around again as the members of Better Than Bots come to defend aggressively. And Lurk Patrol seems to be able to get away. So nobody burning on either team just yet. Gunny dropping a little bit of damage as they wait for Artanis to finish up top.
That's interesting. They definitely can reach the Immortal from over the wall like that. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, it gives him a little extra, you know, kind of mage potential when he's in that ranged form. And...
Yeah,
but Bricky, though, is working and has gotten about half the health down on the blue Immortal. So
yeah, Better Than Bots doing a good job of blocking the Li Ming spells, and there's
now,
really not much else that can get damage on this right now, except for these flame breaths, but definitely out of energy constantly.
But it looks like enough poke, but they did a great job of tearing down that shield. So Better Than Bots equalizing a little bit after that pick on Imperius top. But it is Lurk Patrol coming out on top here for that first Immortal.
Yeah, definitely well played by them. Could have been a lot bigger of the shield there, for sure.
Let's see, it's not going to have much shield here for the ranged form. It'll be moving into melee form soon. But the nice combo onto Lucio with that sleep on the back end of the root, and that is a no more Lucio for this defense.
Yeah. Good execution there, for sure.
And we're at 3 kills to nothing for Lurk Patrol as they push in onto this first fort, but looks like that will be it for the Immortal. Lucio spawning now.
So that's a good value for the first Immortal, getting the entire first wall, and some decent damage on the fort as well.
Yeah, half a fort, the full front wall down, and just a little lead in XP. Actually, we have Harnock up here, was looking for a big swap, but it looks like a little bit of a split from Lurk Patrol, where there was not really a follow-up on those moves, but it was just getting Harnock back out.
Yeah.
Imperius, go on.
Deathwing actually transitions down to the bot lane and opting into this Imperius matchup. Interesting.
Yeah, well, Imperius, it looks like, I was curious. Ooh, there's a kill up top as the fight continues, and Tassadar next in line. And let's see. There's a big swap from Harnock onto ETC, who's now sleeping in the root. slides out.
Good power slide away.
So Tassadar actually does go down there. Ooh, another big charge.
These teams are scrapping. They didn't come here to sit under their forts and soak.
That's what I'll say. It's 10 does come online now for Lurk Patrol. And that's going to give them a big advantage moving into this Immortal phase. Let's see what talents they pick as they come up. Wave of Force for Li Ming. Bellowing Roar for Deathwing. And the other 3 yet to pick. We've got Apocalypse, Suppression Pulse, and Malfurion will let us know in a second.
Yeah, Suppression Pulse makes sense.
It seems like the right call here. It's always good for the defense. 10 still not online, but very close for the red team. It does come on there. And the blue team starts to push away as Better Than Bots shows up. Gunny actually caught in that force wall. You are unstoppable,
Ooh.
but you don't get away. Ooh, 200 health. And
Lucio trying to chase him down. He won't be able to do it. Cassia, though, cleans it up, and now can Lucio get out of danger.
He's actually out. What a god.
Wow.
With those high
plays.
fives. Crafty Trent showing what Lucio can do here. I would have died 3 times over trying to pull that off. Very nice.
Definitely a large fry type of play, if you know what I mean.
And both teams clearing out their respective shaman camps as red team takes halftime. Better Than Bots, and a nice spawn for them to keep burning this down without too much against them.
Yeah, I think they should be able to pretty easily secure this one.
Yeah, Tassadar actually
And,
pretty decent burn there between his auto attacks and his W. And a little scrap here.
Root lands onto Lucio, and he just gets deleted. Got caught in no man's land a little bit there.
And there you have it. Unfortunately, Lucio is down for this spawn on the Immortal, and it might, stop a little more of the action they might have got out of it. And it's already in melee form, pushing in slowly.
Li Ming in the top lane right now, definitely not who you want away from this defense. Pretty interesting choice there.
Yeah.
Arcanist does do a lot of damage to it.
Yeah, I guess the Artanis with amateur opponent, it does, even on the defense, does something, but he has to get up close and kind of get in an awkward position for it. But knowing that Lucio was dead, maybe they made a snap decision to kind of switch that up.
Yeah, for sure.
Red team working on the bottom Impaler camp now, able to grab it. Deathwing dropping just a second late.
Nothing too much comes of that, but Better Than Bots does secure a camp.
And let's go ahead. We didn't look at the 10 talents for Better Than Bots. They went Mosh Pit, Ball Lightning, High Five, Angelic Armaments, and Archon. We saw that High Five getting some good action on that Lucio deep dive. I think he was high-fiving his way out of there as the players from Lurk Patrol were trying to stop his escape. And there's another stun onto Crafty Trent. Seems to be okay. Ball Lightning out onto Diablo. And now Gunny seems to be the target. Caught in a force wall again.
Yeah, we see the force wall again. One of the only forms of CC that can actually work on Deathwing, and she goes down. But they get the trade kill back to Lucio, so 1 for 1.
1 for 1. FPS Nate looking a little low. Nice swap by Harnock to pull the ETC away and kind of stop that approach. And that's going to end that fight as Imperius is working on the top camp. But it looks like the members of Lurk Patrol are heading up. Let's see if Imperius is going to be able to get out of here. Actually, never mind. Lurk Patrol stopping at their Immortal.
Yeah, and I like that decision.
Yeah.
I don't think the camp on the top matters enough to just...
No. I didn't realize it was spawning.
Here.
Yeah, I think halftime is definitely the call while you have the advantage.
And they're gonna take a quick second to pick up their camp here as well.
Good timing as well, as just spawning now are the Immortals after halftime. Better Than Bots getting a little action there, but FPS Nate looking for that onto Crafty Trent, gets the flip, but no stun on the wall. Malfurion Root does not connect either, so that's going to be on cooldown shortly. And it looks like we've
let's
got...
see if Better Than Bots can force their way in here. BTC slides in. Looks like Artanis is the target for now.
Stab onto Harnock. And now a big fear.
He does get low, but I think he's going to be okay. Actually turns around and swaps in Cassia. Big blind onto 4. But nobody goes down just yet.
FPS Nate kind of split up from his team a little bit, but it looks like a
big root from Malfurion.
Huge root, and that flame breath. Gunny just didn't use his Listerine today, and everyone is just not hanging around.
Good synergy from Lurk Patrol. As soon as the root goes down, Deathwing charges up the fire breath and gets 2 kills.
Nate is not finished. He was looking for more up top. Crafty Trent craftily sneaks away. But that is going to be a half-shielded Immortal. Pretty strong Immortal here for Lurk Patrol. Going to the bot lane.
And we saw the attempt by Better Than Bots onto the Artanis, but he was able to just kind of slowly walk away and not die and even turn around the fight. So
yeah,
gotta try to find their way onto Li Ming and Malfurion, I think.
Yeah, a little tricky with their damage. I mean, Cassia can kind of move in a little bit. Tassadar not as much. So it could be a little tougher to get onto that backline, especially with, you know, these 3 chunky guys up front.
Yeah. Yeah, they're able to kind of just bully their way. Oh, no. Diablo charges in all the way over the wall. Can they get him out in time? He's burning low. He does fall.
And that's going to be Souls. He'll be up quickly, but...
Unfortunate mistake there by the Diablo.
Yeah, not what you want. It's going to take a little while to get those stacks back now.
Let's see if they can force him in the meantime. Here comes Imperius looking for the Deathwing.
Cutting off Gunny. Took a lot of damage. Does jump out. 200 health. 80 health. And that is going to be...
fall.
I want to say Lucio's gotten that kill on Deathwing, I think, all 3 times. I'm pretty sure. Crafty Trent.
Oh, Mosh here onto the backliners.
And there you go.
Dies immediately. Apoc to interrupt it, but it's too late.
Ace trying to sneak
Ace in
away?
a lot of trouble. Diablo falls as well. And Ace is alive for now, but he's got nowhere to go, and he's going to go down as well.
Big.
Well played by
almost
Better
team
Than
wipe.
Bots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good play. Get the fort. Equalize that fort. Actually, they've got both forts down in both lanes. And they're looking pretty good here as Lucio just working on that. Come on, Lucio. You got it, buddy. There you go.
Yeah, that's a huge mosh pit. That's the power of that ability. It just takes one good one, and now they have complete control of the game for the next few minutes.
Yeah, and this Encore at 13, every time he hits someone with that W, it's going to just bring that mosh pit up a lot quicker. You know, I'd say a couple seasons ago... Oh, we got to pause here. But a couple seasons ago, that mosh pit, you know, you think twice sometimes because 120-second cooldown, but now with that level 13 Encore, kind of gives you that cooldown quite a bit faster.
Yeah, and especially with all the frontliners on Lurk Patrol, it's going to be easy for him to get multiple people with that.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be a short pause. Crafty Trent is still in the game. Looks like they're good, so we'll be able to keep this going. Alto 420 also showing up here for Better Than Bots. Okay. Everyone seems to be ready. I wonder if there's any interesting talents here. Up the frequency. That's a pretty aggressive talent for Lucio. I like it. Hitting enemy heroes with the basic attacks reduces the amp it up. So he can amp it up more often, but he's got to be in position to be getting those auto attacks in. And you know we've seen him all game in position to get those auto attacks in. So
Yeah,
play
he's
into his
definitely
style.
been while riding, skating all over the place, getting in there, getting the kills on Deathwing and everything. So I like that decision.
And he gives up the, I guess, the Rejuvenencia at 16, which gives you that percentage heals. No huge health bars really, so I guess it's kind of makes it worth it. But we kind of have an invade here, as the members of Better Than Bots do not want to give up this camp for free. Gunny looking pretty low on the Deathwing, but now that silence on the root doing good work.
Big APOC and Twilight Dream, but nobody falls. And let's see, this is Cassia with a kill on the backside.
Yeah, catches the Deathwing, who was pretty low, and it looks like Bricky's not giving up the point for free. A nice stab by Imperious, and lots of melting going down on the side of Lurk Patrol. Better Than Bots looking good there on that camp steal.
What a with balls decision to go for that invade, and it works out in spades. Chaotic team fight, but they all stay alive and they get 3 kills, so well done.
Yeah, and you know, there, like you said, there was a good APOC and Twilight Dream there, but they were managed to survive it, and they knew that they kind of had it in their hands at that point once the combo was down, and they're pushing in here down bot.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that goes back to the point I made in draft about the solo damage Li Ming. It's like, you know, if the orb doesn't connect, then there's really just no follow-up on all these high-powered abilities and ultimates.
Yeah, and it's really hard for her to get the reset without, you know, someone else setting up the low health bar for her to complete a kill. And, yeah, that combo potential from Better Than Bots. A lot of damage, just an overall healthy team fight composition. Looks to be working in their favor here in the mid and late game.
And that is a full shield immortal with the top keep exposed.
And not only that, we've got 20s online, and Lurk Patrol not quite there. And Better Than Bots looking for a little action even before the immortal arrives. We've got Tour Bus for ETC, Infinite Lightning, Mixing Fire, the high 5 upgrade, Impervious for Imperious, and Twilight Archon. And here he comes.
Yeah, and if we thought Lucio was all over the place before, now he gets to just high-five everybody.
He can high-five enemies, right?
Yep.
I love it. Now this is going to be a tough defense for Lurk Patrol. Swap onto ETC, and it looks like Lucio goes down, and ETC to follow. Lurk Patrol.
Whoa.
Down 20s, getting the kills here. And that was a great combo. And I think Deathwing's got that conflagration at 16. That's kind of like almost like a Kill Thos living bomb that he can just kind of just spread around, and you know, the enemy team was kind of hunched together, and that I felt like that was doing big damage.
Yeah, that was a great team fight set up by the swap onto ETC, and I didn't even see how, but Lucio just blew up like immediately, and they do get some damage on the core, but they hold. So
and now with
looks
the players
like we're
down
in for the long haul.
Yeah, Ace zooming down, wants to get this keep, and Artanis and Malfurion showing up as well. Artanis, amateur opponent, does work on keeps as well, so that'll help him burn this. Players are spawning.
Oh.
And here we go.
Not quite able to get it. Can they get away now?
Crafty.
Caught out. Crafty
5 Ace is looking for action here. Not quite able to catch Ektar, but let's see. Oh!
And there's the value on that high 5 level 20, catching that Malfurion. Mosh pit now. Oh, the Tour Bus.
Tour Bus gets him repositioned, but he's got a low health bar, catching a lot of conflagration there. I don't think he's going to get out of that one. Nice, Crafty Trent getting him out.
Crafty Trent is making the plays right now. He's all over the place.
Gets the Li Ming 1v1. And it's next is Diablo. Main damage Lucio coming at you.
3 kills and the souls on Diablo, and they're not done. Crafty Trent is back in.
They're looking for the core now. 3 players dead. Nate catching the ball lightning, but no infinite lightning coming in there. Gunny landing on all the players, though, but a lot of damage coming in, and this is going to be a GG.
Wow, well played. I'm going to shout out Crafty Giant one more time. Definitely the MVP there. Just flying all over the map, getting kills, chasing people down, pushing them back, keeping everybody alive. Well done.
That was fun to watch for sure. I love that Lucio play. I don't know. I can't play it like that, that's for sure. So Let's go ahead and see how some of these stats played out. Better than bots. Started a little slow, but came around after level 10 looking strong with their team fight. And they take game number 1 here.
Yeah, I mean, they fell behind early, and they lost the first 2 Immortals, I believe, but they were able to hold on and start turning around the team fights in the later stages of the game, with Li Ming not really able to get that team fight where she gets the first reset and just pops off. So
Bob stopping by. What a defense, he said. I'm guessing he's talking about that Lurk Patrol defense on the top keep. That was insane. But maybe got a little over ambitious trying to get the keep in response as the players were spawning. And cost them the game. Crazy Lucio play indeed. That's a Lucio game winner. We got a lot of Lucio fans. Include us
hard
as
not
well.
to be a fan after that game. What a performance by Crafty Trent.
Little Lion saying crafty plays, you could say. Let's check out some of these stats. So Cassie and Imperius, only 1 death. Diablo, Deathwing coming in with 6 and 5 deaths apiece. Lucio popping out 4 deaths, but I mean, you got to spend money to make money. That's what I always say.
Absolutely, and yeah, I'll just go back to that bottom keep play. I mean, I think it might have been the right decision, but it looked like maybe not everybody was on the same page right away. Li Ming was the first one there, and then they got a little bit caught up. Like they wanted to secure it, but they overstayed just a little bit too long, and gave enough time for the Lucio show. So
yeah,
close game though.
And I know the feeling, because it's like you're so close. The keep is at like, quarter health, and it's like, oh, we could finish it, but they started spawning. Let's check out this Lucio build, because that was a fun one. Smooth moves at level 1. Wall ride is active. Basic attacks heal and restore mana. Off the wall at 4. Good vibrations at 7. Hitting an enemy with Soundwave grants a shield to Lucio himself. Hitting an enemy grants 3 times the amount for heroes. And then high 5. Obviously, we saw some quick slaps. Slip at 13. Up the frequency at 16. And mixing fire at 20. We actually got another lobby set up. So let's go ahead and head in there. Let's see where we're going for game number 2.
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
I like it. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Another kind of small map. Battlefield is not too large of a map. Tomb as well. Quick rotations. More wave clear focus, but still a smaller map. Let's see who picked the map here. So Lurk Patrol picking the map. So deciding, they get the choice of map pick or first pick. And after taking first pick in the coin toss, they decide, you know what, let's switch it up. Let's go for the map pick. Let's go somewhere we're comfortable. Tomb of the Spider Queen, they probably have something planned here. Something that they're used to and comfortable with to try and turn this into a reverse sweep.
Yeah, interesting choice. I always favor first pick, but definitely if you pick the map, you get to have, and you have a set strategy ready to go, you get to kind of run it that way. So we'll see what we're in for here.
Looks like everyone's in the lobby, letting them know we're ready. So I'm sure we'll be starting this draft shortly. Team's ready to go. Looking for that action.
And if I'm Lurk Patrol, I'm banning that Lucio because I do not want to play against that again.
Yeah, I think that that would be a good target ban here.
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Here we go. Heading into game number 2. Better than bots, up 1-0. Lurk Patrol looking for that second game victory to keep them in this series. See if we have any switch on the bans for better than bots also, because they were kind of doing, it seemed like, target bans with the Stukov and the Garrosh. This is a good Garrosh map too, because the lanes are kind of small, so maybe they'll want to stick with that.
Yeah, and their first pick this time, so probably a shift in the strategy a little bit. Nope, sticking with Sukov, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they, if it ain't broke, stick with it. And I think last week I casted a game where team won the second game and picked the exact same heroes in the third game and won them both, So it was like, I don't care what map we're on. We won with these heroes. We could do it again. So let's see how they play this one out.
Yeah, can't argue with that. If you find what works for you, then no reason not to stick with it.
Yeah, they didn't have any target bans against that comp, and they just stuck with it. Stukov, Malfurion. Yeah, the Malfurion was doing a lot of setup. Great follow-up from Ektar there. And that's going to be banned out. A little bit of a switch up on that Garrosh.
Yeah, absolutely. That level 1 talent with the sleep after the root is just very oppressive if you're able to land it consistently.
Yeah, and that was getting a lot of the setup for them for sure. I saw a lot of good roots. Tychus, so same bans for Lurk Patrol in game 2. Yes!
First pick Lucio. I love that.
I dig it.
All right, we're in for another Lucio show. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, and I think they're doing it for their little bit of a healer choke that they're doing. It's not for any reason other than that, right? So, but the Uther coming out.
Uther early, can't rule out the possibility that that's like a main tank Uther with another healer, and then the Orphea is obviously good on the map for the wave clear in the early game, and just all the damage she can provide.
And look what we have here. We have the same comp strategy going so far.
Yeah, why not? Throw down the gauntlet, pick the same heroes. You can't beat them last game.
Potentially force a different ban out, saying, hey, we're going to play these. And
they banned the Deathwing themselves this time. Interesting.
Yeah, pretty curious. And Garrosh, there's the Garrosh.
So pretty much the same draft as last time, at least on the right side, just in a different order.
Yeah, what was their third ban? Because Malfurion got through. Well, I don't know. I can't think that far back.
Oh, well, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, it's impossible to know.
2 more picks for Lurk Patrol coming up.
Yeah, I don't expect the Li Ming. Not a great Li Ming map. They probably want
Leoric and Maiev.
Ooh.
Okay. Again, with lots of front line with the mage in the back line.
Yeah, but Maiev brings a lot to the table of setting up. Uther following up with the stun, potentially a Divine Storm, mega stun inside of the cage. Orphea with the Eternal Feast. I'd like to see it.
Maybe, you never know. I do like this setup a lot better. More AoE from the damage, so that you can't block Orphe's E as like you can with
right. Ooh, there it is. They did the
Imperius once again.
The exact same comp strategy. I love it.
Let's see what the response is here. Johanna again.
I mean,
with pretty much 4 frontliners and an Orphea. So.
Yeah, and I mean, Maev damage is better, right? Like, it does bring a little more to the table, and they're kind of all going in on that Maev cage combo, I'm guessing. Johanna sucks them in with the condemn. Maev pops the cage, the pull, the Uther Divine Storm, the Orphea damage. I think that's their kind of philosophy here.
I do like this better than the previous draft. Definitely feels like press R, win game kind of situation here. So we'll see if they can pull it off. Game 2 coming up. Lurk Patrol down 0-1, looking for the reverse sweep. Got to start here in game 2.
All right. Heading in. Right-hand side, I mean, they did the old keep the same comp. I mean, you need a little... I guess Tassadar does bring a lot of wave clear in the 4-man. Pretty much all the wave clear you need. Imperious. The one thing I don't like about Imperious on this map is a lot of time the solo laner has to clear a spider on their own. Because the enemy team almost inevitably is going to have a spider. And he's got pretty slow clear in that sense. So that's the only downside, but he brings a lot to the table team fight-wise. And here we go, game number 2, Lurk Patrol on the blue team. We've got Gunny playing the Orphea, Harnock on the Leoric, Ace playing Maev, Ektar on Uther, and FPS Nate on the Johanna.
And on the right side, looking to close out the series, better than bots, Bricky again on the Cassia, Crafty Trent on his famous Lucio, Megan 420 on Tassadar, 5 aces on ETC, and Empress Sena on her Imperious.
And there's a big slide onto Ace. Good damage, does do the little vault to stay alive. And a lot of damage popped out by both teams before the first wave even gets there.
Yeah, once again, wasting no time. These teams are ready to scrap with each other. Love it.
Yep.
Loving the action.
Definitely the wave clear advantage going over to blue. Lurk Patrol just demolishing that with the Johanna, the Gunny damage, and a nice pull by Maev. Gets 2 or 3 there. As the teams continue to just go back and forth between the lanes.
Yeah, pretty standard 4-1 rotations in the mid and top lane.
So level 1 for Maev, we've got the Bonds of Justice. Is this a typical thing? I don't play much Maev.
Yeah, that's generally what you'll see. She's looking to get multiple people with that W and increase the damage of it.
Yeah,
and the Q quest likewise on the Tassadar for the other side.
We
Gonna
actually
be chunking them people out if he can land these Qs.
Yeah, we actually see Lurk Patrol popping out their Bruiser camp almost immediately here as it spawned. And they did it pretty quick.
They did it very quick, and they don't really fall behind on rotation, so that's a big advantage for them in the early game.
Yeah, let's see if they use it at all. Just gonna slow down the rotation for better than bots as they have to work on clearing this. And let's see if they do anything with that advantage. Crafty Trent by himself, but nothing really to lock down a squirrely little Lucio right now. And it looks like they're gonna make a play onto 5 aces here in the mid lane. But, oh, a nice pull. Cassie actually caught behind her own team's force wall, and it looks like that's a double kill.
Yeah, not great positioning there on the force wall, and
you saw him try and get rid of it immediately, but
yeah, ETC trying to cover with the power slide, but didn't manage to hit anybody with it, and 2 kills for Lurk Patrol. Strong early game for them once again.
Yeah, that's kind of how game 1 started as well. They had a big early game. Now let's see if Lurk Patrol can kind of adjust in the mid game now that they've seen what better than bots can do with this, and hopefully have reacted to that appropriately.
Crafty Trent trying to sneak in there with the push off to get his turn in, but he was spotted. So.
Gotta keep a close eye on that one.
He's a trickster.
We actually saw Ace, I think, sneak bot and get this camp. But Empress Sena doing work, and actually Harnock and Ace both very low. And Harnock having a back on the Leoric. Both
Good
teams.
stall by the Tastadar. Definitely one of the reasons he's so strong on this map. He's able to delay those turn-ins from very far away.
Yep. And both teams do have enough for their first turn-in at this point. Level 7 online for Lurk Patrol. A little earlier because of those kills. And
Both teams clearing waves, trying to find opportunities to turn in and delay the other side at the same time. Crafty Trent gets caught out a little bit, but no major damage to speak of.
And kind of what I was saying with the bot lane, like Imperious, you know, struggling a little with the wave clear. This camp was captured a while ago, and it still, you know, was chunking. Didn't get to the wall, but just gives them a lot of work. And oh, Crafty Trent actually going down as Harnock comes up for the rotation there. And let's see if Lurk Patrol wants to turn in on the backside of that kill. Looks like
that's going to be their choice, and maybe that's part of the reason they went with the Uther this time to lock down that Lucio in place a little bit.
Wow,
And
big
wow,
pull.
2 more kills. Good pull from Maiev.
Sets
And,
that up. Yeah.
Watch out, because this is a full level lead and a Web Weaver crashing down. And this can get out of control very fast on this map.
Yeah, that's one of the things about Tomb of the Spider Queen is you get that first Web Weaver, and if you time it right, you can have enough gems for another one, especially if you have a pretty strong first showing. And Crafty Trent actually out and about again.
Oh no.
Little too crafty, and
Tried to get a little too crafty on that one and gets punished for it.
yeah, the Uther a very good response to that, just able to stop him in place. 5 aces getting pulled back in after taking a chunk.
Yeah, we saw him slide forward aggressively just to try to get damage on this Web Weaver, and gotta be careful about that because there is a lot of kill pressure here on Lurk Patrol.
Speaking of
And
kill
look at
pressure,
this, they have their 10s already online.
absolutely. Warden's Cage, Entomb, Divine Shield, not Divine Storm. So giving Orphea or Maiev potentially the chance to stay in a little longer. The Eternal Feast is there, and Blessed Shield.
And we saw Entomb whiff onto Lucio, and Internal Feast didn't really get anything, but
Relatively short.
We don't mind that. I think when you're up to 10s, it's not an advantage unless you try to use them, so
Yep.
I like going for the play. I don't mind it.
And overall pretty short cooldowns on those 3. Divine Shield has the 90 seconds and Warden's Cage 100, but the other 3 ultimates are very low cooldowns comparatively. And there it is, the double turn-in.
Yeah, but 10s online for better than bots. We'll see if they can make something happen with them. We've got the high 5 again for Lucio, Ball Lightning, Mosh Pit, Archon, and Angelic Armaments. I believe the same as last game.
Yes. I don't think we see a change here. Let's see if that high 5 helps Lucio now. Having that unstoppable could potentially give him the mobility and the cleanse he needs to kind of be a little extra crafty.
Yes, and Lurk Patrol moving into the bottom lane here. Fort probably not long for this world. Not too much wave clear to speak of here, especially without Tassadar around. And Ace moving in aggressively, looking for the hole. Doesn't find it though.
3 forts down on these 2 web weavers. Only the bot web weaver left with this one. Kind of a decent sideways wave, but it looks like the players are setting up this bush gank, and Crafty Trent not going out again. They are just
Changed his mind about face checking that bush at the last second, but it was too late. Maiev gets a hold of him, and that's all it takes.
yeah, and that's I feel like this is kind of just like a revenge game. They're like, let's kill Crafty Trent as much as we can.
Well, if that was their goal, it's definitely working so far. 8 kills to 0. 8 minutes into the game here.
How many of
Level
those?
13 talents online.
So Lurk Patrol looking good here in this game too. I don't want to jinx anything, but man, have I had some good 3-game series lately. And, you know, it's they're doing a good job of making it look like we're go there so far.
Yep, definitely their game to lose at this point. We'll see if Better Than Bots can find a way to get their first turn in.
Yeah, up to 13 talents. I'm curious what their plan is. Do they go for the turn in, being down the talent tier and risking a team fight they don't want?
Yeah, it's hard. It's a tough decision to make. I think though, since you've been losing team fights pretty heavily so far, I think you just want to get your gems in and you don't want to lose them.
Yeah, it's hard to have that many gems on hand.
Try to get some value out of them. Entomb lands onto Imperious, not the ideal target.
But that Feast is just chomping away. He's taking a lot of damage, getting pulled back in.
Maev pulls back into the Feast.
Cage just a little late, I would say, on the back end of that combo. It would have been really nice. And doesn't totally connect. No deaths here.
A lot of fireworks, but Crafty Trent manages to keep everybody alive, so I think that's a win for Better Than Bots. Let's see if they can take that and try
Ace back in.
Crafty Trent in trouble once again, falls. And yeah, I like the adjustment in the draft. They just said, okay, this Lucio ran all over us last game. This game, we're just gonna stun him until he dies.
Yeah. So it really has to force, you know, Crafty to adjust his playstyle in that sense. And here's level 13 finally online for Better Than Bots. And it looks...
you know, they have enough gems for a turn in again, for their third turn in a row already, and they're going to start the boss. They just say, you can't fight us. We can do whatever we want. We're going to take this boss.
Yeah.
And turn in comes at the same time.
Let's see if they do want that fight. 4 members are here, and actually Lurk Patrol steps away, and they actually catch the boss. And let's see what Better Than Bots wants to do here. They're kind of sticking around the boss pit. A big combo from Ace, and there's the Eternal Feast with the Entomb again. Oh.
Wow.
Wow, but actually Maev falls with it, and I thought that was going to be just a wipe for the players.
1 for 1 so far. Harnock in trouble now. Wow.
Actually looking good for Better Than Bots, because...
great turnaround there.
Yeah, it looked really strongly in favor of...
They stop the boss and they take the team fight, and now they should be able to clear these web weavers mostly for free.
So they don't call it a throw pit for nothing.
Yeah, a little bit of a missed timing there, I think, on trying to get the turn-in and the boss together. Because boss was about half HP when the turn-in happened, and then Better Than Bots instantly knew that what was going on because it shows on the mini-map. So.
Yeah. Potentially not quite enough boss burn damage either for, you know, like they don't have a rain or pepper or, you know, something like that to really knock it down.
Yeah, I think right idea, just a little bit misexecution, and we'll see if that's enough to get Better Than Bots back into this game.
Level 16 though, advantage still in favor of Lurk Patrol.
Yeah, but that was all of the gems that Lurk Patrol had. They're down to 7 total, and lots of gems to burn through here, but they got to find a way to turn them in.
Yeah. It doesn't really give them much of a win condition other than trying to get that boss again for kind of a long time for Lurk Patrol.
Yep.
So let's see what they want to do. 16 finally now online for Better Than Bots, so they're probably going to play a little more aggressively trying to get this turn in now that they're on even keel.
All ultimates available for both teams, and this is going to be a big deciding team fight coming up.
Yeah, if nobody gets picked out here, we're going to see a big team fight for sure.
You see Orphea moving into the top lane to clear that wave. Let's see if that's the signal for Better Than Bots to move in.
They finished their bruiser camp. Maiev and Leoric working on the blue bruisers here. And Uther gets a stall. 66 gems on Empress Sena here.
Looks like Bricky might be able to secure it. Yes,
There it
they
is.
will. And first web weavers for better than bots. Let's see how much they can get done because they've got some catching up to do.
Absolutely, and they it's always so tricky when you have this many gems on hand, especially on your frontliners, to kind of play aggressively because you don't want to lose 34 or 66 gems all at once. So let's see how they're gonna handle this web weaver phase.
Yeah, definitely it's crucial to at least gain control of the lanes and have enough room to follow this up with a second turn in right after, I would say. We'll see how far they can go with these web weavers.
Yeah, Leoric working on the top one by himself, so could be kind of a 5v4 situation. Actually, Imperius heading up to mess with Leoric. Uther's actually not here either. Kind of a little bit of a split by both teams. Well, that's two of the web weavers going to be fallen here, and just the bot web weaver left as the players from Better Than Bots make their way down there. A little bit of a flank.
Yeah.
Look, Maiev trying to come around, but there's a mosh pit.
Lands with the stab. Cassia trying to follow up. Divine Shield comes out. There's the Entomb. I can't tell what's happening.
There is
Someone
so
died.
much action so fast.
Lots of bouncing around and damage happening. Looks like 2 for 0 for Lurk Patrol so
I believe
far.
that was what you called in the draft the press R and win game situation for Lurk Patrol.
Definitely looks like that. And oh no, there's the 69 gems onto the Imperius going down.
I've never seen so many in one spot. And the Leoric popping the
And that's
spray.
tough. That was all of their gems now just gone. Lurk Patrol are going to clear this top wave and move on to boss, it looks like.
Level 20 going to be
I
online
think.
very shortly for them as well. So this is going to be a very strong push for them as they have level 20. They're going to have this boss. And they actually have just about enough gems for the turn-in.
Yeah. And when there's a will, there's a way, but I don't know. This is going to be a tough one to hold, I think, without any gems for the next few minutes at least.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. I feel like, you know, potentially they hold, you know, they might lose the keep here, but hold the game. So let's see what they can do. Down 20s. Actually, we see them turning in, not pushing in with the boss. What do you think about that? I feel like I would have wanted to push with the boss a little bit, knowing we have the 20.
Yeah, perhaps a bit of an overcorrection from their misplay earlier where they, you know, they wanted to get the boss and the web weaves at the same time. Oh, hold on though. Imperius gets caught out and wow, look at all that CC just unable to play the game there.
And finally, the blue web weavers will be online. They do get the wall there. They still have the 20 advantage, but that boss is dead just for the wall and Imperius. Overall, kind of a good defense for Better Than Bots, but it is a long time before Imperius will spawn again.
Yeah, and this keep will fall for sure. Maybe a second one, and then who knows? We'll see how much they can get after that.
Yeah. Let's see these level 20 talents. They got the Shadow Orb Vengeance for Maiev, Eldritch Conduit for Orphea, the Buried Alive Entomb, Radiating Faith, and Divine Protection for Uther. And they're actually just popping right onto the core. There's the Cage for Maiev and the Eternal Feast. And, wow, there's the Press R combo. 2 kills instantly for ETC and Lucio. 26% left on the core, but they actually get pushed away.
Leoric though sneaking in, gonna be
1%.
Okay.
They get the damage.
They close it out, and I really like the adjustment in the draft there for Lurk Patrol.
And man, I don't know if it's the curse of the 3-game series or the boon of the 3-game series here, because I'm telling you, every single one, I'm loving it personally. No dominations
Yeah.
on this stream. This is always the 3-game series stream. I'm going to change my name to 3gameseries.com or something. I don't know. It's a working
Well,
title.
that sounds like a terrible name. But,
It's a work in progress. All right, come on, give me a chance here.
pretty much complete domination. We saw that one misstep at the boss play, but 17 kills to 3, just multiple team fights where they just stood no chance with all the ults coming out at the same time. And that was even without the Divine Storm, which I would have actually liked to see. I don't think Divine Shield was really necessary here.
Yeah, I did get that one big save on Maev. In that when he got caught out, and then they kind of turned that team fight, and that's where the 100 gems fell. So, I mean, if just for that, it was almost, worth it. But imagine the Divine Storm.
Time, I have to wonder if Divine Storm wouldn't have accomplished the same thing in that same team fight. So
fair, and it would have looked way cooler.
It would have looked way cooler. That you can't argue. So.
Let's check out some of these stats before we head into game 3. So, very strongly in favor. 17 kills to 3 for Lurk Patrol. And Lucio, after that first game, pops out 7 deaths in game 2. Poor Lucio.
Yeah, Trent not feeling too crafty anymore right now. Yeah, that's for sure.
The craftiness levels have been subdued. Orphea, Johanna, Uther, no deaths, each of them looking pretty good in that game. Full kill participation for everyone in the 4-man. And 63k there for Orphea, looking really nice on that damage.
Yeah, that was well played. I always feel those are the best team comps when the burden of execution is pretty low. Somebody finds an engage with the ult, and then everybody immediately presses R to follow up, and things go pretty smoothly, pretty fast, and we saw that for sure.
Yep. Especially with all that AoE damage, it was just able to chunk everyone down with that Orphea. So it was looking pretty good. Actually, we saw kind of a mixed build from Leoric. Level 13 going with the Wraith Walk for the extra Wraith speed and duration, but then going Mithril Mace at 16 for the auto attack. So kind of a little bit of a hybrid there. Don't usually see that.
Interesting adaptation. I haven't seen that one before, but hard to argue with anything they did in that game.
Yeah, absolutely. It was perfect. It was really well executed. Yeah, overall, I think Lucio kind of had the same build for the most part. It looks like a different level 7. But other than that, he went with the same build. So no big adjustment there, and potentially he paid for it.
Yeah.
Ooh, something I didn't notice in game, actually, Orphea had that Chomp build at 7, hitting a hero with Chomp sets its cooldown to 2 seconds, so getting the resets on Chomp with Insatiable, and then at 13, Abyssal Symbiosis. What is this, the SAT? Hitting a hero with Chomp instantly grants Orphea a shield for 3 seconds and maximum chaos. So she gets the heal, she gets the shield, she gets the resets, and she can just chomp all day. It's just all you can eat buffet here.
Yeah, the Orphea definitely was feasting in that game.
And it looks like we've got a lobby up for game number 3. So team's ready to go. And
I'm excited. This is going to be a hype one.
Yeah, Dragonshire too. This one, a lot of macro intense calls here. Potentially different in style of play from the previous maps. So
yeah, I'm surprised, honestly. It seems like both these teams just like to scrap with each other, and Dragonshire doesn't really lend to that. Definitely, you have to at least be a little bit conscious of the macro here. So
exactly. So looks like Team 1 picked the map. So Lurk Patrol picking the map. So better than bots having the choice there and deciding to go with first pick.
Yeah, we'll see if their priority is the Lucio again, or if their confidence is shaken on that a little bit.
Yeah, I
I would
mean,
like to see if they do go for it to at least adjust their bans a little
yeah, the Uther seemed to
because
be a
it seemed
big
like the Uther was the plan all along there to bait them into going for the Lucio.
agreed. I think that it would take some changes from them to get that going. So looks like players are all here. We should be starting shortly. Let me let them know that we are ready.
And besides that, I mean, Falstad has been uncharacteristically missing from the drafts here so far, and he definitely just arises in priority on this map. So we'll see where he ends up on that one.
That's true. I mean, his short rework that he just received, or at least some changed up talents.
Yeah, I've had some ARAMs or quick matches where you can just go absolutely crazy with W build, getting the all the bonus percentage damage.
And as we
Or
know,
excuse me, the increase in percentage of the damage.
yeah,
And
ARAM.
the resets on it when you get a kill, it's like it gets pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm curious if that W build will have the same impact that it does have in ARAM, because I mean,
It's hard to say. It's hard to say because I haven't seen it in action, but I've seen what it can do in the right situation. So.
Absolutely. So players are in the lobby. We're just giving them a second here to get ready. Ektar says they're busy buying emotes. That's what it is. That's the holdup here. They need to have the proper emotes for Game 3.
Oh, well, it's good to know that their priorities are in order.
So I'm curious. Yeah, Falstad would be good here. Maybe. I mean, Dragonshire has the potential for some kind of cheeky plays like a Lost Vikings, where you can kind of control the top lane very well, or a Rexar or something like that.
Yep, Rexar, a great top laner with lots of control in the top lane, able to stand on the point and be soaking the wave at the same time. Most heroes unable to do that.
Absolutely, and we are heading into the draft, Game 3 online, Dragonshire. We got a series here, 1-1. Lurk Patrol looking for that reverse sweep. Better than bots trying to just close this out. See what kind of changes they make to their draft after picking identical drafts in Game 1 and Game 2. They have first pick here, first ban as well.
Yeah, I'm always interested how the sort of in-series mini meta develops through the games. So maybe the Lucio is the point of contention now. Maybe they ban the Uther to unlock that Lucio a little bit. We'll see.
Taking their time with the ban, so they might be thinking of changing it up here. And there's the
Okay.
Mayav. I was about to say, what if Lurk Patrol does a Shyamalan twist on us and they went with the same comp as in Game 2? I would have liked that.
I wouldn't mind it. I think.
Yeah, it works on this map.
The only thing I would say is it's a little bit harder to get all 5 people in one spot.
Yeah, that's true.
Mayav, the Respect Man, Sonya, the same as all previous games for Lurk Patrol.
And there's the Uther
And
ban.
there's the Uther. I called it, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Lucio banned in response, or if they have something else planned to shut him down. We'll have to see.
Let's see.
Otherwise, they could go back to their usual Tychus ban.
Yeah, they
Or
haven't
false
changed it
stat.
up.
I'm still not seeing the false stat.
Yeah, that is pretty
Surprisingly.
curious.
They're sticking with their guns.
Tychus knocked out all 3 games, and Crafty Trent. I like the insta lock. It puts fear into their souls. You know, you got to do a psychological game on top of a
Yeah.
physical game.
Psychological warfare is a big part of any competition. And ETC Malfurion, that is a lot of lockdown for Lucio, but it's avoidable as well. So
Yeah, it's not as
We'll
point
see.
and click as the Uther brings to the table, but
Yeah.
a lot of CC, and Ektar looked really strong on Malfurion in game 1. So let's see.
absolutely, absolutely. Let's see what the response here is. Still no false stat, by the way. I'm gonna keep bringing that up until it comes true.
Oh my god.
Okay. There's our first mix-up. We have the May
In their
instead of the
defense,
'cause
ETC
it was
got
taken away.
They had to
So-
mix it up.
They're sticking with what they know as much as they can here. Deathwing banned out. Definitely like that. This is a great map for Deathwing. With that global presence.
Yeah, he can come in on a camp fight or something like that and can't be knocked off. So he's banned out. Kind of clunky trying to in the top lane if he's just like holding the top lane and trying to get the point, trying to capture the minions. He just walks so slowly.
Another respect fan from last game. I am
Wow.
definitely a fan.
Yep, get all of those out of there.
You know, definitely in the top lane, it's a pretty easy fix. You can just run them in the 4-man like they did in game 1
Yep, that's true.
and have a different solo laner there. But none of that going on this game. It's banned.
Ooh.
Hanzo. Okay, and there's the Lurk again.
A lot of CC potential, just like they had in game 2. Kind of a bit different, but
Yeah, but again, I think if Trent is crafty enough this time, he can avoid most of this if he's on his toes.
he's gonna have to
So
bring
we'll have to
all his
see.
craftiness.
He's gonna have to be maximum crafty here for this to work out. Gleaming Imperious. Okay.
So a little change up from the Tassadar. Tassadar and Tassadar and ETC, the only changes in Better Than Bots comps here.
Yeah, but still a pretty solid standard, 2 backliners, one of them auto attack, one of them bursty, a tank and a bruiser in the offlane with the healer. Pretty classic team comp once again. Ooh, the Alarak coming out. That's a spicy pick.
Yeah, that's a spooky guy right there, because in the right hands, Alarak is just a terror. And Cassia kind of has to step up to do some of her damage. Lucio could be squirrely enough, but there's some good targets potential for Alarak.
Yeah, at the same time, Li Ming is one of the safest heroes against it because if you've got young fingers, not like me, you have enough time between the little pullback and the silence to blink away. And again, it's just another one of those things. If Alarak is able to get his hands on the Lucio, it's a bad time. But at the same time, if he is squirrely enough, he can avoid it altogether. So.
Yeah, I'm seeing Cassia as probably the main target for the Alarak. One thing I'm noticing for Better Than Bots is their wave clear feels a little lacking, other than May's, snowstorm thing. But anyways,
Yeah, especially at level 1 before Hanzo gets his Q explosion, and let's introduce the teams.
Gunny showing his taunt little prestige medal there. That's a big medal on that Hanzo. I want to see him playing. FPS Nate on that ETC. Ace playing the Alarak. Harnock on the Leoric, and Ektar on Malfurion. That is Lurk Patrol.
And Better Than Bots with Crafty Trent for the 3rd game in a row on his Lucio. Ricky on the Cassia, Megan 420 on the Li Ming, 5 aces on the Mei, and Empress Sena on her Imperious once more. And Falstad nowhere to be found.
Falstad forgotten. Crafty Trent already with the craftiness, crafting around.
He's only got 1 speed, and you got to respect it. If he'll either die 7 times or just solo win the game for his team. So we'll see.
Caught in a combo.
Oh no, not a good start for the craftiness here.
It's a practice feed. It's a practice feed.
Everybody gets one. That's what I always say.
So, Lurk Patrol starting off strong, getting that first kill gives them a good rotational advantage. They've already cleared bottom. There's a nice power slide onto 5 aces, pops the ice block, caught in the root with the sleep follow-up, slides away with 20% health.
Bit of a misplay, I think, there, because she popped her D right away, but actually that gave enough time for the root to spread out, and Catcher took a lot more damage, I think, than was necessary there, but able to survive nonetheless.
Warm-up damage taking, warm-up damage taking.
She still has her free 1 feed of the game, so she's ready to go. Better than bots starting their siege camp, pretty normal. Not there on Lurk Patrol. Lurk Patrol actually on the Bruiser camp first.
So this
that
will give
help out the top lane quite a bit. And we'll see. Sometimes teams opt to just hard push in the top lane at the beginning, and we'll see if that's what they go for.
I actually like this a lot because, similar to last game, Imperious is going to have trouble clearing this. Not a lot of wave clear for him. Leoric has plenty of wave clear. Crafty Trent trying to sneak his way up, does get caught out. Ace looking for more. Just misses.
Good sidestep on the silence. But Sena able to get away, but Crafty Trent again getting outcrafted again so far this game. Gonna have to calm down a little bit, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna have to make an adjustment. Not get tilted right away. They have their chance to win in this series just yet. So actually, this bot camp actually doing a good job pushing in here for Better Than Bots, actually getting 2 of the towers down to half, and ooh, Ace up top closing out the kill on Imperious, looking nice on the Alarak.
Yeah, again, lots of priority in the top lane, like I mentioned. There's so many different ways to play this map, and this is definitely one of them.
Both towers channeled now for Lurk Patrol, but the members of Better Than Bots are here to slow them down. And there's a slide onto Li Ming. Gets rooted afterwards.
Good root follow-up in the sleep, but no damage to secure the kill. May force to use her Unstoppable already. And Crafty Trent, we see on the minimap in the top, capturing that altar so that the Dragon Knight doesn't come out. But Lurk Patrol looking strong once again in this early game.
Absolutely having a strong start. They've had control. And a little bit of sadism already caught for Alarak from that kill he got up top. He's at 103. Didn't take any of the quest talents to lose any. And team's kind of duking it out down here.
You know, I have to respect Crafty Trent. He had a pretty rough game last time. He's already died twice this game, but he's still pushing off right into their faces. He just doesn't care. I gotta admire it.
Look at him, he's
there
in.
He goes again.
I think that's look at this. He's looking for Ace.
Ace. Getting low, able to back off. But that's a win for Better Than Bots.
Got the taps out onto Ace and ETC on FES Nate there as well. And they've got the double channel. Gunny looking to slow this down. Does get us back to a stall position.
Yeah, Imperious in the top able to momentarily take control. And things are starting to turn around a little bit for Better Than Bots.
And
still over a level down though.
Yeah, I think the advantage top is just very strong, considering you don't get too much team fight chances, and Imperius is going to be stuck top for a lot of the game. You don't get the value that you get of an Imperius in other maps, just because he's just trapped up there.
Definitely true, and Alarak is constantly making his presence felt in the top as well.
And he comes.
And here he goes.
Gets stunned by Empress Sena.
Good stab. The silence does land. There's the pullback, and that's well done.
That is another kill onto Empress Sena in the top lane on another Alarak. Rotation, Crafty Trent and friends in the bot side still. And it looks like we're going to have a channel in favor of Lurk Patrol here on the backside of that kill. Actually, Gunny's having a step off point. And actually,
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, 10's online. It's going to be hard to stop this Dragon Knight from coming out. There's the double channel. Anybody in mid? Cassia in mid to delay.
Yeah.
And they're okay for now. 2 members are better than bots in the top lane trying to take over that altar.
Crafty Trent and Empress Sena able to stall this out. And something I want to point out
there.
Is that Li Ming actually going orb build here at 4 and 7. I know how you feel about that, but with all of the kind of poke battle that's happening in the bot lane, and here's a nice combo actually on to Bricky, surviving, and ETC actually is the one to fall because he was under towers just too long.
Wow. Yeah, that was honestly a great initiation, but just couldn't quite secure the kill. Good heals by Crafty Trent, and they're able to turn it around. Good ice wall by Mei there. And yeah, better than bots. Maybe that's their invitation back into the game.
Just like
so
that.
Sort of becoming a theme in this series. Lurk Patrol out to a hot start, but better than bots holds on and finds their moment to come back a little bit.
Absolutely.
So anybody's game now at this point, I would say.
Let's see some of these level 10 talents. We have Counter Strike for Alarak, the Dragon Arrow. Ooh, a big rotation top. Ektar and Ace this time going and getting that kill onto Imperius, but in response,
so they do get that kill, but better than bots able to get a lot of siege damage done on that bottom fort, which some people would argue is more important. So
yeah, could be worth
say
it.
Which team came out ahead in that exchange.
Ooh, another combo.
Good combo onto Cassia, big damage.
Able to step
Slinks
away.
away there.
So
but does not lose her life.
Crafty Trent watching mid, not letting anyone get a free channel here. Rest of those level 10 talents, we had Entomb, Mosh Pit, and Tranquility. And then on the right-hand side, we have the High Five again, Ball Lightning, Ice Wall, Angelic Armaments, and Wave of Force there for Li Ming. And there we go, we've got another stall. So this game will continue. No Dragon Knights just yet.
Yeah, better than bots, doing a great job at playing the as I say that.
So let's see. I don't know if
I
they're
was
going to be able
going
to
to say
stall this.
doing a great job at playing Bring Around the Rosie here, but with the pick onto Lucio once again, Lurk able to channel the Dragon Knight. First DK of the game for Lurk Patrol.
Looks like they're just barreling down mid with this. With Lucio dead, they're kind of taking advantage and just taking the quick path to the mid fort. This looks like it's going to be converted immediately. A lot of damage actually onto Ace. The whole team looking for him. Wants to get that sadism back. Counter-Strike actually looking really nice. Bricky took a ton of damage there. But Crafty Trent wants more. Catches the combo, and a kick for the kill actually lands on Cassia, not Crafty Trent. I think the kick on Crafty would have been a kill.
Yeah, it was definitely close, but they're not done. Dragon Knight moving into the top.
Interesting.
Oh, there's the kick. Lucio kind of stuck on an island now, and yep.
There it is. So they're trying to get another fort here, but the Dragon Knight will fall.
Be careful now, don't overstay. You're welcome.
Lucio is down. They've got
like
some
they
minions.
probably brute force this top 4 down as well.
Just like that, Lurk Patrol taking 2 forts here with that Dragon Knight. First Dragon Knight of the game.
Yeah, huge value on that one. Only a 9.5 minute Dragon Knight and 2 forts. So definitely in firm control. Level 16 is about to be online for Lurk Patrol.
And look at this, FPS Snake going for the invade.
Better Than Bot's not willing to give it up just yet.
And a big
mosh
mosh.
pit onto 3 though.
Where's the
But nobody has
damage?
fallen just
There it
yet.
is.
Okay, Imperius goes down. May goes down. Bricky in trouble on the backside here. Barely gets away. 2 for nothing. And the camp steal, and looks like bottom fort is the next target for Lurk Patrol.
9 kills to 1. Up level 16 towns. Lurk Patrol looking pretty good here. Bricky catching another Discord strike. Ace pops the counter strike, but actually takes no damage there. Short cooldown.
Yeah, Moose trying to block the orb damage, but barely. Just a fraction of a second too late. I can relate.
Members of Lurk Patrol moving over to their siege camp now. Up almost 3 whole levels. And looking pretty good.
They've kind of got full run of the map here. Better Than Bot's going to take their bruiser camp. Lurk Patrol deciding they can have that one. They don't need it, and that's fine. Would have been maybe a bit over aggressive to try and steal that one away.
And you can
Even
see
though they, yeah.
Imperius had to kind of adjust the build to take some of these wave clear talents, because it's just he's stuck doing wave clear duty for too long here, and not really getting that team fight potential that they want. And I think that's helping the blue team kind of just take control of the map. But actually look at this little push down bot, as they know that the blue team was up top. As I say that, kind of a big macro push.
Watch out though, because here comes the rotation.
And let's see,
ETC
they do have
is gonna
a fort.
cut him off.
Got to cut off onto 3, but they're trying to make their way out. A
There's
big
slide
silence
mosh
and a
onto
mosh.
2. No interrupt. Lucio down already. There's the dragon arrow. Cassia, or excuse me, Li Ming down.
And that's a 3 for
And
nothing.
Third kill onto May. And I like the play, just, you know, again, can't overstay there.
Yeah, just a bit of an overstay. Ace looking for more onto Bricky. And I just want to point out 162 sadism already for Ace. That's an extra, basically 62% above base damage onto heroes. That is nothing to sneeze at.
Definitely.
Pretty intense.
And here they come barreling down with their second Dragon Knight into the bottom lane, while Imperius is stuck top dealing with that bruiser camp that was up there. So this is probably just a keep, and there's big damage onto Cassia. It goes down. Triple stab though, but not going to be enough to get anything in return. And this keep is going to fall.
And that's
Ice
first
Wall,
keep of the game, and they're
just-
looking for more. This Dragon Knight is going onto the core, kick onto
There's
Imperius.
another kill onto Lucio. Imperius in trouble now. Yep, going down.
And it looks like
And
they
I think
wanna-
that's just going to be game.
With this dragon on the core, good core damage from Gunny and Ace.
And Lurk Patrol just after game 1, just turning on the Jets with a very convincing performance in games 2 and 3, I would say.
Wow, that felt really quick. 14 minutes actually. They do hit level 20, and they just had nice control there throughout that game.
Yeah, I mean they had a strong very early game, and then Better Than Bots did a good job of stalling it out for a while, but they found the crucial pick onto Lucia that got them the first Dragon Knight, and from there it was just over in a heartbeat. It felt like.
Yeah, that was wild. And there you have it. We've got Lurk Patrol coming with that reverse sweep 3-game series, as is tradition here. And let's see if we can catch an interview with one of the players from Lurk Patrol. Leave these stats up as I try and get a hold of them.
Yeah, Crafty Trent there with 6 deaths. We saw he was not to be deterred. He was going to be making his crafty plays no matter what, and he got punished again in game 3.
Okay, so let's head over to one of the lobbies here. Lobby number 2, 7th Ace is already sitting in there waiting for us. So I'll see you in there.
Let's do it.
Hey there, Ace. How you feeling after that series?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. 2 is the start of a streak, so that feels pretty good.
I would say it looked pretty good. Getting that reverse sweep looks nice on the stream for me. I had fun. I always like casting the 3-game series. And
of course, as a fellow caster, I'm a big fan of game 3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know your tools are like such an important part of me being able to cast, because I'm just like technologically like a boomer, and made it a lot easier for me to do this. So I appreciate that.
I appreciate it.
So let's talk about the games. So in game 1 and game 2, we saw the exact same draft there come out. What did you guys think about that when they just start picking up the same exact heroes?
Oh, well, we've drafted a better comp against this, so cool. Like, game number 1, we intentionally picked Denied the Deathwing, which was a bit out of practice. Which ended up not being the optimal pick for us, and they were able to get a lot of value out of their picks. So we changed up to a heavy CC comp game number 2, and the results speak, but it went a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Lucio, it seemed like in game 1 was running rampant, and after that it was just completely nullified.
Yeah, I actually saw Crafty Trent on a Fury stream earlier today playing some Storm League. He's 5K Master. He was on like a 10 win streak over 7 hours today or something like that. He was like popping off on the Lucio. And
it was fun to watch. I'll give him that. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But we needed to make sure that locking him down and not letting him play his game, and as a result enable his team, was a really important part of any future game plans.
Yeah, definitely that showed, and sort of like as a continuation into game 3, I believe Better Than Bots took first pick. So was the pick on Dragonshire like sort of a continuation of that, where it's like, yeah, these guys seem kind of stubborn, they're going to want to play the same 5 heroes, but so let's pick them out. That's not really going to work for them.
So we actually played Better Than Bots last season in B-West, and we took them to Dragonshire. Or rather, I think they took us to Nope, we took them to Dragonshire. And they drafted May and Lucio. And we found success with Alarak, Diablo, and a Tassadar. So while it wasn't exactly the same composition on either side, it was a territory that we were familiar with enough that we believed we could play the map better and gain advantage in that respect.
It looked good. And talk to me about that Alarak pick. Is that a pocket pick you guys pull out here and there? Because it looked really strong in that game. Was it like a specific pick you have into that, or is it just something you're just ready to bust out?
It is a hero I am practiced and ready to play at any point. I am very fond of Alarak plus Malfurion. You push people into the roots, you can hit them with the silence and the lightning before the unwakeable duration of the sleep goes off as well. So you can deal all the damage and leave them CC'd before they can respond to anything. And that is
Wow.
kind of disgusting. There's one kill where we did exactly that in mid lane. There's just so little you can do against that sometimes that it has become a very recent favorite combo of mine.
I mean, it looked great. You ended the game with 170 or so sadism. It was insane. It was just like so much extra damage you were popping out there. So that looked really good. Any other questions from you, Sheedge?
Well, not that I can think of actually. I was just impressed by your mid-series adaptations to both the drafts and the map picks. I felt like were really smart, and yeah, so well done.
Yeah, we had a blast. Any last shout outs or, any comments you have left?
Well, shout out to all the Lurk Trollians. Appreciate putting this match together, and shout out to Better Than Bots. We're a little bit cellar dwelling here in A West, both being promotes from B West. So, been a rough season for both of us, but glad to play against you guys, and hopefully we can set up some scrims or do something to mutually benefit each other. And of course, a shout out to both of you for putting the cast on tonight. Really appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, we had a blast. Good luck in the rest of the season, and we hope to see you out there.
All right. Thank you very much. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, well, that's going to be our stream for tonight. I had a great time, and I'm on that path to affiliate, so if you guys want to hit that follow, you want to stick around, I'm going to stream another game this week, and I'm going to hit that affiliate soon, and I'm going to have to do a celebratory, I don't even know what that means, actually. I get to charge you guys money, but you're already all on my OnlyFans, so what's the point? Anyways, we had a good time. We got another 3-game series here on the With or Without Ball stream, and you gotta love that. So thanks for sticking with us. Sheedge, any last comments from you?
Just remember to get your medium fries.
Make sure you order your medium fries. You always gotta order the medium fries. Thanks everyone for sticking with us. We had a lot of fun, and we will be back for more streams this season. We've had a lot of good ones. So have a good night, and I don't know, we might have been one of the last streams. So if there's no other NGS action tonight, make sure you come back tomorrow for plenty more games. All right, have a good one, and we will see you soon.